Chapter 24. The Lord foretells his death and rising. Marcus, however, quickly organizes a lunch, then comes up to us at the appointed spot, telling us in details how he dealt with the Pharisees. I commend him for it, saying, Marcus, I say unto you that it was once given to this people from the beginning, and the big promise given to them has now been completely fulfilled. As these people, however, are obstinate and does not recognize the great time of its visitation, looking for its salvation in the mire of this world, which shall pass like a dream image, it shall be allowed to fill its measure of abominations to the full, and to kill its God and Lord. Whereupon all grace and light and rights shall be taken from it, and given to you Gentiles, because your will is good, and you have, as the blind ones, recognized that which the seeing Jews have rejected. Wherefore the light is now coming to you from on high, that you may become of seeing heart. But the children of the light shall be thrust into outermost darkness. They shall seek their crumbs among strange nations, and the description nation shall be taken from them, and they shall henceforth not be a people. Says Marcus, it could therefore still happen that in their rage they seize you and kill you physically, the way they have done it with nearly all their prophets? Say I, yes, indeed, this they shall do, but that shall be the closing of their account. Say Marcus, yes, indeed, as I said last night, this brood is capable of any imaginable transgression. Wherefore beware of the so-called city of God for as long as possible. This one shall kill you, unless you apply all caution and divine omnipotence. For the servants of the temple I know outwardly and inwardly. Whoever dares to touch their doctrine, which for a long time has been of the evil spirit, same shall have a struggle with hell in aggregate. Their friendship is the curse, and their curse death. Human life to them is that of a fly, which no man regards for its insignificance. Say the disciples, the way we know our Master nevertheless, all their ever so cunning malice shall shatter upon his wisdom. For he who can command death, he who can call the dead back to life, shall be hard to kill. Say I, yes, he cannot be killed in eternity indeed. Nevertheless will he be killed as a testimony against them, so that the measure given to them will become full. If they have seized the holy ones of God, they will also seize me, and will thereby become the creators of their very own judgment. Who, however, wants something, to him no injustice happens if he is condemned. If they have done to the many messengers, which is an inexpressible horror, they will also not spare him who had sent the messengers ahead of him. But their quandary shall be that the slain one shall, after hardly 3 days, as a mighty overcomer of death, and all his enemies, and for the everlasting comfort of his friends and brethren, unscathed and in fullness of power, and transglowing with life, go forth from the grave. Then, full of fear and desperation, they shall hold counsel on how to slay again the one risen from death. But they shall not be able to work it out, and their fall shall ensure shortly thereafter. Thus shall it come, and my prophecy thereby find total fulfillment. You shall nonetheless be sorrowful and most fearful on my account. But your sorrow, fear, and trepidation shall turn to great joy soon thereafter, when you shall see the slain one full of power and all life among you again. Said Marcus, if so, then it truly is not too hard to let oneself be killed, merely pro forma, as it were. Under such circumstances you certainly could travel to Jerusalem if you will, for nothing can happen to you. If you are a lord over life and death, who can kill you? And if he kills you, or is deluded about having done so, and you then go into battle with the foe more robustly than before the killing, then I would not like to be the insides the enemy's hides. These shall then be consumed with the fire of all fear and anxiety, and all their reckoning, plotting, and striving shall be put to shame, temporally and eternally, because only then shall their most shameful atrocities see the brilliant light of day before all men's eyes, and their effective existence shall have its ends, as longed for by mankind's better half. O Lord and Master, be pleased to carry this out imminently and with certainty. I have of a truth grown old, and am not likely to burden the earth with my footsteps for much longer. Yet this I would rather like experience yet, and my death should then be an easy one. Say I, it has not yet been fully determined that it must come thus, but is more likely than not. But now the time is well past midday, and our bodies crave for some fortifications. Wherefore we shall move down again and take in some bodily refreshment. Says Marcus, yes, there you are right again. Lunch will be ready, and hence let's go down. After the meal we could, if it please you, O Lord, come up to this spot again. Say I, in the afternoon we shall undertake something else. Tomorrow this spot shall be a welcome one to us again. But let us go now,